DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope you're well. It is Monday. And Monday, as I say every time I start a video on Monday, is usually tag day. Yeah, it's kind of cool outside, but it's just slightly warmer than it was this morning. But anyway, that's okay. So, as usual, I'll be starting with Jasmine's 5-question tag. Hi there, Jasmine. Hope that you're well and that it's not too cold in your part of the world. Anyway, but we actually had our first snow, not here, but in the mountains. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with those 5 questions. As Jasmine, as you said in your, I think when you did Dave Nicholson's tag, you didn't have time to think about anything. Well, it's the same here, so we'll just get to it and see what comes. Okay, question 1. An awkward moment that you had. Let me see now. There's probably been a few. I'm just trying to think of one, a very embarrassing moment, or awkward. I think an awkward moment that I had was, oh yeah, I can think of one. I don't know how, if it'd be awkward for you guys or not, but I do remember there was a dance competition, and we had learnt all about the dance and how to do it and this and that. And then at that dance competition, there was one of the some dance champion that came, some lady, really fancy, good looking, and the whole kit and caboodle. And I knew that dance down to a pat, but she went like from one person to another, and then it came to me, and everybody was saying, that'll be Bernie, yes, go on toward it. And I had a total blank. I couldn't do it at all, and I kept telling her, just wait a minute, it'll come back. And of course, then after a few seconds, she said, well, I guess I have to go on to the next one, and moved on, and I felt like a complete fool. I guess that's an awkward moment. Yeah. Okay, question 2. The funniest prank that you've done. Well, I have done a few. When we were in college, so let's see, in the spring of 1977, I think it was. Probably spring of 1977. And we had our physics teacher. So the physics teacher had a golf. Now, they were very rare, actually, at the time in Quebec. And now I'm trying to think, because golfs came, he had bought one of the first ones out. Then there was a long period, there was hardly any Volkswagens anymore, at least not the Golf, and then they came back. But anyway, he had a Golf, and he was very, very proud of it, like these Golf GTXs or something like that. I don't even know if they were called that at the time. But, so what we did, it was my idea. So we got 4 guys together, or 5 actually, 5 guys together. And a few of them were actually weightlifters, really big, strong guys. But I was the brains of the group. Big, strong guys. And we moved his car. Basically, we opened the lock, so to say. We picked the lock. One of the guys knew how to do it with a hanger. So we opened the lock. I was actually sitting, steering it, kind of, because then it locked up actually. and we had to, I guess it was front wheel drive, whichever anyway, and we pushed it all the way into the lawn of the college, which had a view in front. We managed to put it there. We put a for sale sign on it, and put a for sale sign on it, and do with his telephone number. And to top it all off, I know some of you will be grossed out with this, but I had been in the biology class, and I had we'd been dissecting cats. Yeah, cats again. Yes, cats. Now I don't know where they came from, but anyway, we've been dissecting cats. I guess we were getting them ready for immigrants. But anyway, so we've been dissecting cats, and I had cut the tail off of one. And maybe the older people in America will probably remember that when we had the radio antennas, people would put on tails. It would be like raccoon tails, fake raccoon tails, I imagine, onto that antenna. Well, I had put the cat tail on that antenna, and then of course we waited to see if he sold his car. You know what? Well, contrary to what Jasmine was telling, he kind of knew right off who had did it, who was the group that had done that that prank. Anyway, yeah, I found it was pretty funny. Anyway, okay, I was in college then. Yes. Question 3: do you play games, and who with? I don't play many games anymore. If you mean like board games and stuff like that. As a kid, it was like all the time, and I could add on a few other all the times. My grandmother and one of my aunts that used to be with us, they loved games, from card to board games and all these, up until the point where I think we had been so saturated I just couldn't stand them anymore. I mean, I have played enough Monopoly in my young life to, anyway, and card game, all type of board games. So the fact is that no, when I had the kids, we played a few board games, but I think maybe the fact was I had played just so many that we never really got into it. We played card games like Uno with the kids and things like that, and then played a few games with the grandkids, but they don't seem to enjoy it as much as maybe we had when we were younger. So yeah, that's the real answer is no, I rarely play board games. Yes. Question 4: what do you think of people with tattoos? Well, it's their issue or their problem or their joy or whatever. I don't have one. I don't intend on having one. But, you know, if somebody wants one, I will not, I won't stop them, put it that way. You know, I mean, it's not, I won't go and moralize them. That's what I mean. But no, I don't. I'm actually almost neutral on that one. I mean, I would not think much of a person who'd gonna put a tattoo in their face or something like that. I would then probably try and, if it was a person close to me, I would try and talk them out of it. But, you know, if it's one of these discreet tattoos or not an offensive one or something, of course, if you ask me my opinion, I'll give it. But I'd probably ask first what type of tattoo they want to do and where. Yeah. Question 5. What do you feel when you're alone? You know, I'm a person that doesn't really mind being alone, and depending on where I am, I can go from all type of. Usually, I mean, if I'm at home and I've had a good time with the family, for example, and I'm alone after, I feel good. I feel, but I can feel also nostalgic. It depends what I'm doing. I mean, but I'm not, you know, going to. I don't feel like, you know, I have to run out and go and meet somebody and do somebody. I quite enjoy being alone. I've mentioned that in many times in tags and vlogs, and like, for example, I like traveling alone and things like that. I don't feel anxious. Like some people feel very anxious when they're alone. I don't. I don't search, you know, for, I was going to say, all type of small meetings or what, or small conversations. I'm able to do them. I just don't particularly enjoy it. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's about it. Yeah. So that's 5 questions, and I've chatted a long time. Well, thank you, Jasmine. Another good tag. So take care, and till the next time. Bye bye.